Hey there, what's going on everyone? This is Sue again. I hope you guys are doing well. Wanted to give you another success tip. And today's success tip is don't start off by asking how much it costs, right? Or what the costs are. You know, if you want to be successful, whether it's online or offline, and you want to go into business for yourself, don't fall into the trap of trying to figure out how much it's going to cost you up front or how much you have to spend and how much you have to pay just to get started, right? You see, when you come from that perspective, when you come from that standpoint, you're putting a wall up, you know. It's just like someone who's being defensive and putting their guard up, right? You know, you got to be open to the idea. First of all, you know, instead of asking how much it is, just figure out what is it about, you know. Look into it, research about the program or the business opportunity first and see if it makes sense. Then you go and ask them, hey, you know, how much is it to get started? How much is this, you know? That's why, you know, one of the things I learned in sales is as a sales rep, you don't start off with how much it costs. You don't tell the customer, hey, you know what? This thing is $100. Now let me tell you all the benefits and all the features about it. You don't do that because, you know, most people tend to get distracted or discouraged when you tell them the costs. And the same is true when you are the person, you know, asking about the cost up front, you know. When you go, if you're like, oh, you know what? If you're like, oh, cool, you know, I want to start a business. I want to be successful online. I want to have my own business and I want to be my own boss, right? Let's say you have that mentality, right? But then you go to people and say, oh, how much is your program? You know, when you do that, you're going to keep blocking yourself from getting into any business because, you know, when you ask that first, you're looking for ways to, you're looking for a fault in the business. You're going to be like, oh, okay. Imagine, right? If you ask me, okay, Sue, how much does it cost? And then if I were to be like, if I said, okay, you know what, I don't tend to do this. You know, I don't usually start off with telling people what the costs are. But since you asked me directly, you know, and I want to be straightforward and honest with you, so I'm going to tell you, you know, it ranges from this dollar amount to this dollar amount. Now imagine you heard that up front and you're like, dang it can cost that much? Oh man, you know what? Maybe this is not for me. And you haven't even given me a chance to tell you, to show you all of the great things that can happen from this investment. All the people that who, you know, started and become successful, right, with it. So that's why I'm saying, you know, don't start off, you know, don't allow yourself, don't fall into this trap of asking for the cost or the price first, you know. Just let the person tell you what the program or the business is about and do some research, you know, do some research for yourself and then see if it actually, you know, the benefits make sense to you, right? And if it does, then you can go into the cost details because when you already bought into the program, mentally you're like, you know what, I believe that I can do this too. I know I can do it. And then when they come around and tell you, oh shoot, the cost is this amount, right? And you're like, oh, I was expecting it to be a little bit like this amount. But you've already, you know, kind of like allowed yourself to be, you know, accepting the program, to be open to the program. So what happens is if you really believe in the program, you'll find a way to get this, right? So that's what I'm saying. What if, you know, I mean, yeah, basically if you ask them up front and then they're like, then you find out later like, oh shoot, it's so great. I should have gone into that, but you already got out. You missed your opportunity or whatever, right? So that's the tip for today, guys. Don't be the person that asks how much it costs up front because it's not good. At the same time, if you're a marketer, don't start off, don't lead by cost. Don't lead the thing by, you know, and don't lead by how much people can make because you get that everywhere, right? Everyone talks about, oh, you can make a lot of money with this, right? Talk about the benefits. Talk about, you know, the empowerment, you know, talk about the things that they would, you know, grow and the things that they will learn to be a better person, all of that stuff. You know, when you do those things, that makes you stand out from the crowd. Because everywhere people go nowadays, when you go online, you know, you see an ad that says, oh, make your first blah, blah, blah dollar here within the next blah, blah, blah days, you know. And then that's all they talk about is you make money by this amount and this is how much it costs or whatever. And people, they get turned off by that, you know. What they get turned on about is people's stories and say, hey, you know what? I came from this level. Now I'm, you know, because of this, I get to able to do this. I get to donate. I can spend time with my family. You talk about those other benefits versus, you know, just trying to sell them on how much it costs or how much they can make, you know, because people hear that all the time. So don't start off by asking a question about how much it costs. And as a marketer, don't tell people how much it costs up front, you know, unless they ask you specifically. Then my rule is to just answer their questions, you know, but see if you can try to sidestep it also and give them some other resources. That's another way. I know my mentors, they do that too. Sometimes when people ask them directly, they say, hey, you know what? Let me show you this, and then it kind of takes them off topic a little bit, but it's still within the same question aspect. All right, guys, I hope that was helpful. If you have any questions for me, leave it in the comment section below. If you want to check out the system that I use to generate income online, click the button below and see for yourself, see the system for yourself. And if it makes sense for you, then give yourself that opportunity. Give yourself the chance to take action, right? Take action and make a difference in your life. And come be a part of my team. Join our mastermind group. You know, we have systems and tools to help you succeed online. All right, guys, until next time, I hope you have a wonderful day. Peace.